Hello, hello, hello. Boop. Um, this message, I'm picking up a vibe of somebody that's like, I don't know if they're actually saying it to you or trying to telepathically communicate this to you, but it's like they're saying, but what about all the good things that I did for you? They're trying to like take the focus off of the hurtful things that they did or the immoral things that they did, and they want you to focus on the good things that they did. It feels very manipulative. It feels very avoidant. Like this person just does not want to take responsibility or acknowledge the hurtful things that they did. And what's very odd to me is that this person knows what they did was wrong. They know that you know what they did. They know they hurt you, but they don't want to acknowledge how deeply hurt you are by the choices that they made. They want you to get over it. They're like, why can't you just focus on, like, what about all the good things? Like, people make mistakes and you're focusing on this mistake. But see, but it doesn't feel like it was a mistake. Especially since they can't acknowledge it, especially since they can't apologize for it. Especially since they don't regret doing it. So this does feel like it's motivated by the same selfish energy that motivated them to do these hurtful, immoral things to you. It's like they simply cannot deal. Their ego is just so inflated. They cannot deal with the fact that they did painful things to you, and those painful things, those choices that they made had consequences, and the consequences is that they lost you. They lost your attention, they lost your love, they lost your presence, they lost your support, they lost your energy. It's like, but it's very much like this person, they cannot accept the fact that they have imperfections, or that they cannot handle any type of criticism, which is ironic because they dish out a lot of criticism. They'll be the first one to criticize and judge something, but the second that they are criticized and judged, they can't handle it. And this goes with having that inflated ego. It's a very fragile ego. Even though it's big, it's incredibly fragile. And this person really does have they do have the characteristics of a narcissistic person, which is that they do not have empathy for other people. They do not care about the way that they make other people feel. They do not care about, like, they only think about themselves. Like, I don't know if this is a defense mechanism for them or if it's actually some type of personality disorder, but it's like they're incapable of really caring about the way they make other people feel. It's all about them. And so, in even this situation where they're like, why can't you just focus on the good things? That's all about them. That's to appease them. That's to, stroke their ego, to soothe their ego. And yeah, you know what I'm being shown? It's like the good things that went on between you guys, or the good things they did for you, were always selfishly motivated. It was never really about you. It was never really about making you happy or giving you what you wanted, as much as it was about fulfilling something inside of them that allowed them to maintain control over the situation. It was very calculated. It was very manipulative. And it could have been very covert. I'm seeing this person did try to purchase your affections in so many ways. Like they're very materialistic, this person that I'm being shown. Very materialistic, very attached to material things. Like, it's almost like they feel like materialistic things and like money is status and status is power. And so it's like they gave you things, and maybe even expensive things, or they did expensive things for you. Maybe they took you on vacations. Maybe they did like lavish things. And it was all to get you to love them more. But they didn't want to treat you right because they wanted your love. Because your love is so beautiful. Your love is so pure. Your love is high quality. It's invigorating. It's like it gives life to people. Your love really makes such a difference in the spaces that you are at. People get a taste of your love, and then it's like they almost like get addicted to it, and they need to have it. But they don't want to treat you right. They don't want, maybe not everybody, but like this person in particular, it's like they wanted your love, but they didn't want to reciprocate and give you what you needed. And if you had a problem, or you tried to express to them or communicate to them how their behavior was hurting you, that felt like such a personal attack that they would shut down and shut the situation, like cut themselves off from that situation, play the victim, just be like, you just want to point out my flaws, you know, like really like shift it. When it wasn't about that, it was about like you wanting to bring the situation to a different place so that there was balance there, so that there was reciprocity. So I see this person, and now this person could be in spirit, or like this person could have crossed over or perished physically, but is still on this plane. Maybe they haven't crossed over. Maybe they're like kind of like a lost soul, just like roaming around here because they're afraid to go towards the light, because they're afraid of judgment. Yeah, that feels like very aligned, because they can't handle judgment. And it's almost, I almost have the impression, if this person is not still alive, that like they dug their heels in the ground about having to take responsibility for the things that they did. It's like they wanted you to take care of them and give to them, knowing that you know that they sabotaged you and did you dirty, but like they wanted you to just overlook it. It's that same energy. It's that same energy where they're like, why can't you just focus on all the good things I did for you? Why do you have to focus on the thing that I did that hurt you? And you're not even focused. It's not even like you're focused on that. It's like what they did to hurt you overshadows any good thing they possibly could have done. Because the thing that they did to hurt you wasn't just like one simple act. It seems to me like it seems like it was just like embedded through years of manipulative mistreatment. It wasn't like they did this one thing and like, oh, I'm so mad right now. Like, it wasn't that. It was like they did so many things to you. They dismissed you in so many different ways. And this is just another way that they're trying to dismiss you. This person has like the energy of like, I'm not the problem. Everybody else is the problem. And they're almost making your emotions, which are incredibly valid, your emotions that are real and are necessary for you to feel and acknowledge and to honor. They're making it feel like, they're making you feel, or the way I'm being made to feel right now through this message coming through is like, they're like, it's not that I did something to hurt you. It's that you're the problem because you got hurt. You know what I mean? Like you're weak. Like, it's almost that type of vibe. Like, Like, why are you so weak, or why are you so sensitive that this actually hurt you? Like, just get over it. Like, that's life. Completely minimizing their role in the situation, completely minimizing and overlooking how detrimental the impact was on you. And maybe not just you, but other people around as well. It's like the same thing in a different way. It's like this person has not changed at all, but yet they want your forgiveness. They're not even willing to say sorry, but they want your forgiveness. They're not willing to even acknowledge what they did, but they want your forgiveness. And you know what I see? It's like, maybe for your own sake, you did forgive them, to let it go, because like maybe you healed through it, maybe you got through something, and like you realize like that's all on them. I forgive you so that I don't have to carry this around with me. Maybe you haven't, but maybe you have. Okay? Wherever you are in that journey, it's you're fine. Like, you don't need to I've said this many times. You do not need to forgive somebody in order to heal. But oftentimes, as you heal, forgiveness becomes the byproduct, because you don't want to carry the weight of those actions and that behavior around with you anymore. It's like you kind of let it go. You don't forget what happened, you still have memories, but it's not like in your face all the time. And so it's like this person just wants to keep bringing up these good memories and have you shift into like, but remember this, but remember this. And you know, the thing about that is you were genuine in those situations. You were authentic, you were genuine in those situations. You shared your love, you shared your light, you shared your personality. But that person wasn't genuine. So as you reflect back on it, it all seems like a big lie. It all seems like just like you were played through everything. And maybe there's a piece of you that's healing from that. Maybe there's a piece of you that felt very naive or foolish, but you weren't. It's not like, maybe there was some type of like naivete about you because you were exposed to it for so long, and like this is how you survived. Okay, you know, like the brain there's like blindness there, so that you can navigate these situations and thrive. But that's not your fault. It's not like a fault of yours. It's not like a lack of yours. It's like a strength, that like what got you through the situations. But then now that you're through the situation, you see it from a different perspective. Looking back, you know, maybe there are things there that like maybe there's a little bit of judgment for yourself, but that has no place here. Judging yourself is not going to it's not going to assist you in any way. Judging yourself, judging who you were, like that's kind of like the energy that they held. So you don't want to be mirroring that. You don't want to, like, we want to love all of ourselves. We want to accept all of ourselves, because when you're merging with the God consciousness, God is unconditionally loving. God loves everything about you. Okay? And when you learn your lesson, like you learn from your mistakes, you are able to apply these lessons and move forward. That's how you evolve. Like, and God loves that too. Like, that's the whole point, you know? And so here you are moving along the path, doing all these things that really allow you to merge with that God consciousness, to really feel the fullness of the unconditional love there, the truth there. But the truth is, so much of what you experienced was unpleasant. And so much of what you experienced came or brought you in contact with people who were like really unevolved, really harsh, really manipulative, really controlling, really malicious, really selfish, very selfish. It's like all these people are so selfish. And I feel like you're kind of a selfless person. But you've had to learn to love yourself, to protect yourself, to give yourself what you need. Because if you're not doing it, who is? You know what I mean? You can't rely on other people to give you what you need. You got to give it to yourself. And I do see that you've been able to like align your energy, of course, and ground your energy, accept yourself, and be able to find peace in the storm. Or maybe that's the goal. Maybe you have found it, or maybe that's what you're working towards. It's not about everything being perfect. It's not about, going through your day and everything's just like absolutely perfect your way. That's not realistic, There's way too much stuff going on to have that. That's needing everything to be exactly your way is a form of control, okay? And we understand why, because we do want that peace. But being able to find that peace in the face of chaos by knowing who you are and being grounded and aligned in who you are, aligned in your truth. Like that's the real power. Being able to go through situations that might like knock you out of alignment or challenge you, and being able to come back to your alignment and learn something from the situation or gain something from it. That's where the power is. And that's why you are so powerful. That's why you are able to transform and move through so many different things. And you've gone through such a huge rebirth. I said in one of the last videos, it's like you're like this butterfly that just emerged from the cocoon. And that's huge. That's huge. There's such like a softness and delicate, fragile nature about a butterfly. But what the butterfly goes through in that cocoon, it literally like completely transforms, like breaks down, becomes like this goo, only to be like the caterpillar like just completely breaks down into this like goo, only to emerge as this beautiful specimen. And it's like the same thing is going on with you. And you can equate it to like a diamond, how the diamond has to go through so much pressure. Like not the diamond, I mean like the coal has to go through so much pressure to transform into this like beautiful treasure. And that's the process you've been in. And you might still be in the process. If you are in that process, keep doing what you're doing. You have what it takes to get through it. 100% you have what it takes. There will be days when, it feels like too much. There will be days when you want to give up, when you just feel like, WTF, like this is just not fair. It's not fair. It's not. I will agree with you 1,000%. It's not fair. But the reward of this, what happens when you come out on the other side, it's like irreplaceable. It's like, what's that? It's like irreplaceable. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like priceless. There is a price to pay, but when you're on the other side, it's priceless. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, I do see like the vibe, the energy, and even like the thoughts coming through, or like this person really is trying to still manipulate their way into your heart, or just trying to get something from you, try to get that forgiveness from you. But it's really not about even getting forgiveness from you. It's about they need to learn how to forgive themselves. And they can't forgive themselves if they're not acknowledging what happened. And if they can't forgive themselves, they can't align with the God consciousness, because the God consciousness is going to forgive. Okay, but that requires being accountable. It requires learning and growing and reconciling your wrongs or the things that are out of balance. And they don't want to do that. Okay, that is the message. I want you, My advice, if you want it, you know, take it for what it's worth, is to just maintain your truth. You don't even like have to engage with these people. Like, and I see it's almost like you have a hand up being like, just stop. I don't want to hear it. There's nothing you say or do is going to change this situation because they're not willing to acknowledge their faults. And so, you know, maintain those strong boundaries. You know, like, doesn't matter what their opinion is of you. Like, it doesn't matter what they get other people to think of you. You know who you are. God knows who you are. And you are absolutely amazing. And don't forget that. Like, if people are trying to get in your mind and try to get up in there, like, nah, nope. Don't even listen. Okay? God loves you so much. I love you so much. The earth loves you so much. Your spirit team loves you so much. The work that you're doing here on earth is so important. I've said it 1,000, I'll say it 1,000 more times. You are creating the foundation for other people to exist on, to thrive on. And if the world is going to change, somebody got to come in and do it. And that's you. All right? It's not fair. It's not easy. It actually sucks. But when you get on the other side of it, you're going to be so grateful. Okay? You might not be able to feel that now, but you will. Okay? And I'm grateful for you. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for being here on the earth. Thanks for not giving up. Okay? You are so strong. You are so powerful. And you are so loved. Okay? I hope you have a really beautiful day. I'm going to leave the message there. And I love you.